Welcome to the USS ORLECK.
Thank you.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name's Thomas R. Albrecht. I was the CIC officer on the ORLECK from May of '69 to August of '70. And I bunked in after officers. I was the classified documents officer, which I kept in another safe. And this is the rack I slept in. And when we were up in the Sea of Japan, it was cold, there would be frost buildup on those rivet heads. And if you rolled over in the night and bumped one of them or felt them, you definitely woke up. And the seas were pretty tough up in the Sea of Japan. We were surveying trawler activity, and when we'd go into the waves up 50 miles off Vladivostok, we'd come about real quick, but we still took some 40, 42 degree rolls. Our capsize angle was 54 degrees. We never wanted to see that. When we were in Japan, some of us bought motorcycles and brought them back with us in the ASROC hangar upstairs. And two of us made a cycle trip to Mount Fuji the summer of '70. Climbed Mount Fuji, and we were up there for sunrise on a Sunday morning. That was a good experience. But I can't complain about life on board the ORLECK except for rough seas and then that little collision we had doing an unrep. When we were coming off the gun line, we did an unrep with the USS Netches, and the fuse and after steering blew, and we slammed into the Netches and laid our 4,000-pound port anchor on their main deck. Oil was shooting all over, so we had to go to Subic Bay floating dry dock for repairs, and that cost us our trip to Australia. We weren't able to go down there, so I'm still a pollywog. I have a shell casing like this that was shot by the ORLECK, and I took it as a souvenir. They used to be brass, but the brass was hitting the black market, so they made them out of stainless. And I see that the firing primer is gone. The one I have, you can unscrew it and it's still in there. Oh. So what I did was I made a special hanger and had it in our cabinet shop, so 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. we'd take a coffee break. And we had a little wooden hammer, and we'd hit this, and you could hear it above some of our machinery.
Right.
So everybody dropped their hammer and go have coffee or whatever. And it's we called it the Gong.
Right.
And my grandpa, he was the designated gong ringer. He would bong. But I think this is something that's just sitting around. I could give you one of the one I have with true ORLECK history.
Yes.
We would love it. We would love it.
Yeah.
This works.
When we would have holiday routines, say we were steaming to or from Vietnam, we'd have a gathering back here, probably a barbecue, and then after that, the armory, the guys and weapons would bring the shotguns, the shells, and the clay targets, and just whip them out over the water. And we had one guy that was a crack shot. Just, he could boom, hip shot, behind the back, shoot, and nail them every time. But that was a little bit of recreation on holiday routine.
Your wife was a nurse?
Yes, Navy nurse in Long Beach. When we got back to San Diego, and I was transferred from the ORLECK to DesDiv 292 staff. And the Commodore instructed me to send a message to all base facilities, Long Beach Navy Hospital included, to join us on a dependence cruise. This was a Friday afternoon, or Friday morning, and we went. I was supposed to go out and do a gunfire exercise, and it was her day off, but her boss said, "You will go and you will enjoy it." And that's where we met. It was on the Eversole. That was December 4th of 1970. We had our first date Saturday, December 6th, 1970, and Sunday, December 6th, we were engaged. And we got married the following Valentine's Day at the Long Beach Navy Chapel, 43 plus years ago.
I think she's standing behind me here.
I think she is.
Yeah. Are you listening to this?
Mm-hmm.
Did he tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Well, come on in.
Come on in, dear.
Stand beside him.
This is not.
I can get through here.
This is not Orleck related material, but it's Navy. She was a Navy nurse, and I outranked her before we got married. When we got married, that changed.
And it stayed that way, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And we've been enjoying retired life. We've been on 5 cruises in 5 years, so the sailor is still in me. And we thoroughly enjoy coming about 1,150 miles to see my old ship.
Yeah. We're really glad to have you.
Thank you.